Hi, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you may not know that I'm into ham radio. That's my radio that you can hear in the background. It's a fascinating hobby, and one of the interests that I have is in the old traditional communication method known as Morse code. I'll show you a few of the keys that I use and have used here in the past. Here's a little key that's pretty well known all around the world. It was used by the military, and no wonder. It's very robust, a small key with a good positive feel. Here's another key. This is a NATO key, and quite a bit larger than the previous one, as you can see, and a bit different to most keys in two different ways. One is the sheet metal type spring, which controls the tension on the key, and it's adjusted by this little screw here. Another thing that makes it different is that it does have click stops to adjust the gap between the contacts on the key, which allows for fairly precise setting, and once set in position it will never move. Very easy to alter when you want to by simply changing the click stop. Not a bad key. Here's another key. This one's a junker or junker, depending on how you choose to pronounce it. This one is German made and very well engineered. It's military, as you can see. I've made no attempt to restore this key. It's quite unusual in the way that it works. As you can see, there's a spring there which controls the tension on the key. It's adjusted by the little knob here, and when you turn the knob there is a small piston which exerts pressure against the spring from underneath to adjust the spring tension on the key. Very unusual design, and it works well. This one also has click stops to adjust the setting, so very positive, very nice feel, and a good, solid, robust key. Here's my favourite key. This one was made by a local ham in Sydney. It's all brass construction, as you can see, with a very attractive wooden base and wooden knob on the key. It has a very nice feel, can be locked in position once it's set, and really looks the part in a ham radio shack. My favourite. Once a person becomes proficient at using a hand key, they usually want to move on to a paddle, and that's what this device is. This is a dual lever paddle, or an iambic paddle, and these are connected to an electronic device which sends dits and dars, and if you hold one of these paddles closed, it will send dits all day. Hold the other one closed, it will send dars all day. So by squeezing the two paddles together, the one that makes contact first will send its dit perhaps, and that will be followed by a dar. And while ever the two paddles are held squeezed together, it will send di-dar, 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 di-dar all day long. So by squeezing and releasing at the appropriate time, Morse code characters can be sent, which is you can do it faster and it's less fatiguing than using the old hand key. This one is made by Vibraplex in America and is a very good paddle. That was this one, the Bagali single lever paddle, made in Italy. Having only one lever, it sends its dits and dars by pushing the lever either one way or the other. One side will give you the dits, the other side gives you the dars, and you send Morse code by slapping from side to side. This is a very fine paddle indeed, and the one that I prefer to use. So, are you a ham radio operator? And if so, have you learned Morse code? If not, why not learn it and help to keep this traditional part of the amateur radio hobby alive? If you aren't a ham radio operator, why not join the hobby? I'm sure you'll be just as fascinated as the thousands of other ham radio operators all around the world. Cheers.